Hi and welcome to Qt tutorial series from VRF Education channel. My name is Vahid and today I'm going to show how we can create a custom widget and add it to Qt Creator Widgetbox. If you have ever worked with Microsoft Visual Studio IDE, maybe you have noticed that this process can be done easily through a wizard. But in Qt, this is not as easy as Visual Studio. But when you learn how to do it, then you can easily add plenty of widgets to Widgetbox. Before we begin, please pay attention that there are some ways to add custom widgets on a window. You can do that at runtime, and this is a very common way for some scenarios. But we want to focus how we can add those widgets on a window at design time, just as we do with the standard widgets. So I want to cover 3 different ways of adding a new widget to our GUI. I hope you enjoy it. First of all, we talk about widgets, and then we check how we can use custom widgets in our applications. For this purpose, we have 2 different ways. First, we can create an instance of a custom widget class and add it to our form. This way is same as when we create an instance of a common class in every programming language. But this time, we add that instance to our form, so users can see what we provide for them. The second way is exclusive for Qt Creator. We have an option called Promotion in Qt. We'll talk about it in a minute. And finally, we go through how to add our custom widgets to Qt Creator standard widget box. So you can easily add new widgets to your form at design time just by using drag and drop operation. And also, you can set the properties of that widget through Properties panel. By the way, I forgot to mention that it's better for you to know about Qt Properties ecosystem in order to create a powerful widget in Qt. If you don't have any information about Qt Properties, you can find a video dedicated to that in my channel. Widgets are standard UI elements that we can place them on a form in order to interact with end users. All programming languages IDE provide a set of standard widgets for programmers, as you can see in this image. In Qt, all widgets are inherited from QWidget class. So if you want to create a widget, you should have a class that inherits from QWidget. Otherwise, Qt cannot render that widget on a form. There's a question for all programmers after a while working with IDEs. What if I want a widget that is not in a standard widget box? Don't worry if you have the same question. Today we are here to answer this question. As I said before, a custom widget is a class with some specific functionality. And beside that, user can interact with this class through a user interface. So our custom widget in Qt should inherit from QWidget class, directly or indirectly. After we create a custom widget, I mean the class or classes that contain the main logic for our widget, we have 3 different ways to use them. First of all, we can create an instance of the new widget and add it to UI at runtime. In this approach, we cannot see our UI at design time, and we should wait till the program starts to see the output. This approach is very useful for some scenarios that we want to create dynamic UI based on some information that we receive from other places, for example, over network or in database. The other option that is somehow specific to Qt is to use promotion. In this way, we reserve a place of form and assign it to a custom widget classes. So at design time, we know that something is here on the form, but we don't know exactly what it look like. And then again, we should wait until the program starts. But in third solution, we can add our new widget to Qt Creator Toolbox and then put it on forms by drag and drop, just like all other standard widgets. We can use Properties section to manipulate widget fields, and the most important thing is that we can see what we will have at runtime at design time. To add our new widget to Qt Creator Toolbox, we need to do some extra steps. First of all, we should have our widget code or logic as before. and we usually do it in a separate project as a best practice. And then we create a specific type of project called plugin to wrap around our widgets. Qt Creator uses this project to gather information about our widget and load it into the IDE environment. This plugin should have some characteristics. We should inherit from QObject and QDesignerCustomWidgetInterface classes. And then we should use these three macros in our plugin class: QObject, QPlugin_metadata, and QInterface. And finally, we should implement some virtual function in QDesignerCustomWidgetInterface into our plugin class in order to provide some information about our widget for Qt Creator. Don't worry if you don't understand what I say till now. Qt Creator will help us a lot to create this plugin class. We will check it very soon. Let's dive into it. Okay, let's go to Qt Creator application to start our journey. I use Ubuntu operating system with Qt version 5.14 for this tutorial. As you can see, my compiler is GCC, and Qt Creator also compiled with this compiler. If you are a Windows user, you should pay attention to this part. If I open Qt Creator in Windows operating system and check the compiler version, here it says that Qt Creator compiled with MSVC compiler. So if you create a custom widget for yourself using MinGW compiler in Windows, that is very common, Qt Creator will find it, but it cannot load it. You should compile your custom widget with MSVC compilers. Okay, let's go back to Linux operating system. What I want is to add a custom widget to this part of the application, Qt Creator application. I want my custom widget to be used easily, just like a push button, drag and drop it on the form, manipulate its properties here, create a custom context menu for this widget. There are lots of ways, not lots of ways, three different ways to achieve this goal. First one is to create our custom widget completely in code. This is a classic way, and you should write a lot of code to add your custom widget to your form. The second way is to add a widget on form. This is a placeholder, and then promote it to your custom widget using promote. Let's delete it. Using promote widget window. And the third one that I want to cover in this session is to create a custom widget and add it to toolbar here. Okay, let's create a very simple widget and add it to our form using these three different ways. In this session, we will focus on the principle of how to do things, and we just create a very simple widget, a class that inherits from QPushButton class, and add a predefined text as a label of pushButton. And then in the future tutorial, I will create more practical widgets for you. Let's go to project structure and add a new class. Add a new class to our code. I call it sample widget. I copy this name and change the file names also, because it's very easy for me to read in this way. And the base class is QPushButton. Next, finished. And we go to our sample widget header file. Here we need to include a file for QPushButton using Alt and Enter. It will give us a suggestion. And here, if we want to do it all in the code, we don't need to specify the parent. It is not necessary. But as we need to use promote to option in our form, we need to add a parent for our constructor. Our parent will be a type of QWidget. Parent, its default parent, its default value equals to 0. And I apply the function signature here. I just add call QPushButton constructor also, and here I just say set text equal to sample widget. Okay, let's go to our main window application here, but before that we go to form. I delete all of these. I add a grid layout to form. Okay, let's add one of the standard widgets to our form. As you can see, it has a very nice look and feel, and you can see what you have in design time. If we want to add our new sample widget to the form in the code, We don't see the output until we run the application. It means what? Let's do it. We go to constructor by pressing Shift plus F4. I will create a new instance of our sample widget. I said sample widget. I created as a pointer a new widget equal to new sample widget. Do not forget to add the header file. Press Alt plus Enter and add sample.widget.h, and then UI.gridLayout.add widget, new widget in the row 0 and column 1. Let's run the application and see the output. Okay, as you can see, I have the standard button and my sample widget here placed beside the standard widget, because I said I need you to add this new widget to row 0 and column 1. This is very good, and in some cases you need to add component to your UI using code, so you should know about this way. But if you want to look at your UI in design time and see what you have in design time, it is not a good way. We can add a widget as a placeholder to our grid layout. I will add it, and then I will promote this widget to sample widget, and we can see that we have another widget at runtime. Okay, let's right click on the form on the widget and use promote to action widget. Here I will add the sample widget before, but you need to enter the class name sample widget and also file name. Do not forget to take care about case sensitivity in the header file. I change it and I will add sample widget in Pascal case in header file. And then if I click promote, I select it and I click promote, my widget promoted to sample widget, as you can see here. But the look and feel on design time is not changed. If I run the application, I forgot to change the position of this widget. I add it to the second column. Run it again, and as you can see, I have two more widgets. The standard widget, a widget added using a promote option, and this widget added in the runtime using this two line of code. Okay, if I use promote to option, I will have a space on the form, and it says that there's something here and will be shown in runtime. You know just about something that is here, but you don't really know what it looks like. It is not desirable for many programmers. So in the third way, we add a custom widget and add it to this toolbar. Let's check it. For getting involved in creating our plugin project, let's look at Qt manual about QDesignerCustomWidgetInterface. As I told you before, this class is very important, and using this class we will inform the Qt about our new widget. And Qt will look through these, Qt creator will look through these methods to catch information about our widget. Each method provides a piece of information, for example, the tooltip, the name, the widget itself for Qt creator. When we drag and drop our widget from toolbox to the form, using this method, we will return an instance of our widget and Qt will place it on the form. And we will check all of these methods very soon. And do not forget, our custom widget should be implemented in the other classes and files. Classes that inherit from QDesignerCustomWidgetInterface is only for Qt creator to inform this environment about our new widget. Okay, let's go and create a project for this purpose. In the new project, we should select other project, and here in the template we select Qt Custom Designer widget. A name for this project, I name it my button project. This is the name of project, and Qt creator will not curious about it. Okay, and then select Kit. Here we should name our widget class. As I did in the previous example, I choose sample widget, and here I want to my widget as a name of class. You should provide a very meaningful name. This is for tutorial purposes. When you select when you create a new widget class, this wizard will be enabled. Here we have two series of files. These files are for our plugin, and Qt creator will look through these files to find out about my new widget. And these are our widget itself.
I will change the name in Pascal case because it's more readable for me, and also my plugin should be the same way. As you can see, I said I need an include project. It means that I need my widget to be a project inside of this plugin project. Okay, and we can choose an icon for your new widget to be shown in the Qt Creator. I just have an Android Studio icon here. You can use any icon that you want, any related icon. And then in the description part, we should provide some text for group. For example, I said my group. This group is like, let's go here. This is the name of group, layout, spacer. I said I need a new group called my group, and I want my widget to put in that group. The tooltip, I said this is my widget. And what is this? Is about an information that shown in the help section. This is help of my new widget. And if you want to have a container widget, just like tab widget, for example here, tab widget, you should check this one. I will cover the container widget in another tutorial. And an important thing is DOM XML. It's very important for us, and I will check it in our code very soon. Okay, click next. And then our plugin name. This will be shown with a lib at the start of the name in the system file. I just paste my Pascal case widget. It is more readable for me. Maybe you don't like it. And next, finished. Okay, a project will be created for me. As you can see, source and headers contain my plugin, my widget plugin file, and my widget itself is in a sub-project. Look at my widget PRI. Okay, here is my widget. I just changed the Q widget here to Q push button. And I included header files. Get rid of this one. And for my widget, I came here, change this one to Q push button. Q push button. And I will call it set text to plugin button. Something different from the previous example, sample plugin button. And to have more realistic example, I will create a signal and a slot in this widget also, because I want to use this signal and slot in Qt Designer. Okay, I have a signals, and also I have public slots. Here I have a fine method. I want to call it change caption. I want to change the caption of button using this string that passed to this slot, new caption. And when a specific caption received, I want to emit a signal, void caption received, QString new caption. And shortly you see how do I use how will I use these signal and slots. I implement this slot here. I said set text new caption. If new caption equals to, for example, sample, emit caption, my signal caption received, text received. It is not important. I just want to demonstrate how to use signal and slot with custom widgets. This is it. And then here, let's look at our my plugin widget. This class, my plugin widget, inherited from QDesignerCustomWidget. We should use QInterfaces macro, and these are all that functions that we saw in Qt manual also. Let's go to our implementation. Oh, I just press F5. Here, as you can see, this create widget return my widget and pass the parent to it, the name of widget, group, the icon that I use, that I selected for this one. Cancel this, and blah blah blah. And this DOM XML is very important for me. I copied it because it's just like an XML syntax and very tedious to type it. It returns something like this. Okay, as you can see here in the main menu, if I press escape key, here is a DOM XML for all of those widgets I put on the form, and I can provide it for my custom widget. Just I should change these two. I copied it from a predefined example of Qt. My widget, the name of widget, and the name that I want to use for my widget when a user drag and drop it on the form. I use my widget with a little m, with a small m at the start, and then here I can define some properties. For example, the width. I want my widget to have 200 pixels as width and 100 pixels as height. Okay, that's it and enough. And one important thing that you should take care, if you go to my button Project Pro, it said install this in this path, install this plugin. When we have installed in our QMake file, we should add one step here, make install, and don't forget to use J9 here and here for performance reason. And then we go back to Pro. This directory that mentioned here is not where that Qt Creator looks for our custom widget. I will show it to you. Okay, let's run the application, play, and then compile output. It's successfully executed, and as you can see, libmywidget plugin.so copied to this path. Let's open this one. Here is a lib. These are some new libmywidget plugin. Yeah, this one. Look, if I go to Qt Designer in this form, if I go to Tools menu, select Form Editor, and then About Qt Designer Plugins. In this part, we are Qt Creator looks for all the plugins that should be loaded in Qt Creator. If I press refresh, all the plugins will be shown here that Qt Creator loaded into his environment. But my new widget is not. My widget is not listed here. Because of what? I will tell you. Because this SO file should be copied into this path. In Tools, Qt Creator, Libs, Qt, Plugins, Designer, and then paste it. Paste. Okay, I will go back to my Qt Creator and again About Qt Designer, refresh. As you can see, my widget appears in this list, and as you can see, my group is here. This is my widget, this is the icon I use, this is the tooltip, and I can easily drag and drop it on the form as many times as I need. So we create our new plugin, but we have one more step to go. What is that? This SO file is just for Qt Creator. Because I want to this plugin, I should add this library to my project also. Okay, I copied it and go to set this one as active project. I go to my output folder, not output folder, I'm sorry. I go to my source folder, open containing folder. Here, sample app. I have a libs before. I paste my lib here. Libmywidget plugins. This is my previous plugin. Okay, and then I should copy H file also, my widget. Okay, open containing folder. mywidget.h file. I copy this one and I paste it here. Show containing folder into the libs. I just paste it. Okay, then we should go to sample app.pro, add another library to my project. I will delete this one. I don't need this one anymore. Right click and set add library. This is external library. I just want Linux platform. I go to Qt sample app libs and I will select lib my widget plugin, and the H file also located in that path. Next, finished. Okay, I added this library to my project easily. So if I go here, I can run the application easily, and it will be run. We wait for the output. Okay, my application run. I can click this button. So what about those signal and slot I created? I put a line edit on the form and also a label on the form. For what? I will connect a signal and a slot from signals, text change signal from line edit to change caption slot. Okay, text change here to change caption, and then from this one to the label. I set caption receive to set text. Okay, let's check our signal and slot in our new plugins. As you can see, when I type, for example, button, the slot that I declared before will be called, and this text passed to that slot and set as a text of my button. So if I set sample, the signal that I declared in that class will be emitted, and the text received is a text that I passed through my signal and showed here. This is my first plugin in Qt Creator, and as you can see, you can add a lot of, as many as plugin you need to the form. I will create a very more realistic plugin and widget in the future tutorial for you. Okay, this is got lengthy tutorial. Good luck. Bye.